Oh my god, welcome. Welcome everyone. Welcome back. It's Wednesday. We're hanging out. We're having fun. We're doing the 7th session of Slippery When Wet today, when we're going to get up to figuring out what happens with a giant bomb that's just been set off at the edge of the city. If you don't know us yet, we are Chronicle Stream. We stream D&D all the time. We do a couple other streams. We do a gaming stream on Sunday, and we do a gaming art stream on Tuesday. We do a couple of other streams. We're pretty much streaming every day at the moment. But if you like our content, we have 2 other long-running campaigns you can go look at on the YouTube, link in bio, or if you're watching this on this YouTube, please subscribe. And they are Planthera, which is run by Lachlan, and Cathora Rift Between Worlds, which is run by Holly, and they're both excellent. You should go watch them. And if that's also too long for you, we've also got an Instagram and a TikTok where we post some highlights. But that's the end of the big news. Welcome our players for today. That's Leah right there in the black hair. That's Lockie over there.
Black hair.
In the
partially black hair.
Yeah. That's Holly. Brownish to light brown hair.
I get called a ranger all the time, so I don't know what you're on.
What color did you say my hair was?
I said dark brown.
Okay.
Well, we said blackish.
It's brown.
Okay.
It's brown.
It's brown.
But I don't see the ranger, honestly.
I think it's because I have like a red tinge to it.
Do you think you have a red tinge to it?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'd
I
say
don't.
cherry blonde. Was it strawberry blonde?
Strawberry? Maybe.
There are people that... It's that kind of red.
Yeah.
It's not like super red, but it's like the red blonde
respect
combo.
I respect that. I could say it.
But I think I was expecting far more ramble, honestly, and I was prepared for it. But,
Well, we can.
No,
Hey,
it's,
how's it going?
Guys.
it's good.
Discovered my... Hang on. I've discovered my favorite Pokemon card. Double colorless energy.
Really?
I'll let you sit with that.
The deep cuts are too deep.
Mine's
You don't know
Pikachu.
double colorless energy? I don't know what to tell you.
Mine's Regigigas.
Mine's the one I put in the washing machine.
Aww.
Double colorless energy.
It's only colorless now.
But we begin. As last we left off, there was a crowd situated on the docks as they were beginning to watch a boat race, a yearly boat race that has been organised by the Desox this year. A group of boats sat at a jetty, ready to begin the race, waiting for the checkered flag to wave from a man who stood on the edge of the dock. In one of these boats, a pedal boat specifically, 2 members of the Desock family were James is dead, sorry. Morty and Kramer Desock, who are the head and consigliere respectively. Both humongous men who were ready to begin the race with... What's a good word to describe them?
Gusto.
Gusto, that's an excellent choice of word. And the flag was waved, the air was still, there was a moment of anticipation as the race was beginning, and boom! From the water shot 6 frag grenades as this pedal boat just shattered to pieces and completely obliterated itself as these grenades had been lodged in the actual wheel of the pedal boat. So as soon as the wheel had started to turn, the pressure was put between the grenades and the water and sort of the edge of the casing of the wheel so that they detonated. And
Fuck yes.
frag bits of metal and scrap sort of sprinkle down in the water around as you hear the light pitter-patter of water that's been sent upwards and is coming down. 2 large splashes from either side of the boat as the bodies of Morty and Kramer are sort of tossed aside with quite amount of force. And pretty much what do you want to do from there?
Well, I think that was pretty successful.
Yeah, they look pretty dead, to be quite honest.
Yeah, which is exactly what we want.
Yeah.
Well, actually, could you roll me a perception check on that?
Both of us?
Yeah, both of you. I presume you're both looking to
Yeah.
see at the bodies.
Huh.
For once, not a bad check. 20. Not natural.
Normally,
non-natural.
normal bad. 8.
8? Well, even 8 is enough to see movement in the water. And with a 20, you can absolutely see these figures sort of like brushing hair. Well,
Oh.
for Morty, brushing hair out of the way and blinking back just shock and tears from eyes as he surfaces in the water like some big upturned boat. And
It's rolling over.
pretty much, have you seen the
He's been
picture of Morty?
capsized. Yeah, I have.
If you go to the Discord, which is another link you can click,
No.
there
Get on
is
the Discord.
a picture of Morty in the art forum bit. And so yeah, very much just like an upturned boat. His arms are like, if we're talking about ape index,
Oh, no.
he's got like an equal amount of arm that he does to chest. So he's got a really poor ape index. So he is probably just like literally just rolling
Yeah.
in the water like a big log. But Kramer, on the other hand, you can see turning and sort of doing this breaststroke form to just recover himself, sort of.
Fuck. 6 frag grenades? Are you serious? It wasn't enough?
I mean,
I knew we should have made 10.
we could just wait for them to be in, like, a hospital and then just smother them.
Recalling from the
Whoa.
last episode, as you stood on the dock, you made eye contact
Yeah, that's true.
with the two of them,
I did forget about
and you're unsure if they saw you or not, but you're unsure if they recognized you or not, but they definitely saw you.
Right.
As you stood near the flag waver. These figures in the water, floundering as they were a second ago, have started to make their way to the shore. The man who was holding the flag is obviously taken aback from the scene and is recovering himself slightly as the crowd themselves have pulled back from the edge of the dock.
I'm gonna slap Ishak on the shoulder. Time to go.
Are we leaving or are we killing them?
Well, I think it's like kind of good if we don't stick around for now. Where's Ren anyway? The hell?
Like a wet cat coming out of water as the waves have like
Oh.
completely
the
engulfed
fuck
me.
is that? I punch. No, I'm just kidding. No, I'm just kidding.
You're such a bad guy. Sorry, I just drank some water down.
We bagel red as well.
Bagel Ren. No, I'm just kidding. That,
Do you want to bring up Mapcam big?
Yeah, wall.
I think that's
See, bitch.
No. There you go.
That's still sort of hard to see. We'll work on that, people. But this little one just here, that's Ren currently. And over there, the furthest, can you point to it, Holly? That's where Ishak and Kai are. Look at them hands.
If you have a hand fetish, don't worry. We got you.
I can't
Look at
reach.
his hands. Lockie! Join us. Thank you, sir.
If you could, I'd like to climb out of the water onto the docks. Just like crawling out, defeated by the wave that completely engulfed me because I was not expecting it. No, Ren probably wasn't listening when you were talking about like
Frag
anything
bombing.
to do with that. Ren's just here for the journey. Could I see Kai or Ishak from where I am?
Roll me a perception check, because you are actually quite a distance away. But it's not going to be the highest DC.
Love to roll a perception check.
But although it's not obvious, they are within a crowd currently. What did you get?
Does a 26 find them?
You're not sure as of right now, but your eagle eyes lock onto them, and they're just standing on the dock. So
Okay, I would like.
the crowd have sort of stepped back, and they're sort of like more to the front now that the crowd has moved backwards, and they're sort of on the lookout for Morty and Kramer.
Okay, keeping my eyes on them, I'd like to make my way to them and watch them if they try and move or leave anywhere else.
Sure.
If they try and go back into the crowd.
So, at this point, Morty and Kramer are sort of also coming up to the jetty. If you could shuft their minis
Where? Which way?
towards the jetty.
This way?
Yeah.
Okay. How far do they get?
They would probably, unless we're going into turn-based combat, we'll say they're at
There you
the
go,
jetty
okay.
pretty much, like the edge. Making their way and brushing themselves off, sort of analysing the crowd again to see what they can see of the people there. Would you mind rolling me a stealth check?
Yeah. I would mind, actually.
Okay.
Should I also be rolling one, or like...
Would you still have the advantage that I gave you
I don't know.
before?
Roll one as well, Lucky.
Because I gave Kai advantage last session, like 2 minutes before this happened, so would Kai still have...
Do we also have plus without a trace or no?
Well, we're not near enough to ram.
you're not with me anymore.
Cool.
But Kai...
Does that spell last long enough? Then yes.
Ah, I got a 7.
Okay.
You have advantage.
21.
Well, Ishak stands out from the crowd, a figure above all as he's 7 foot something. Literally taller than even the biggest of people here.
Oh, dude, I think you need to, like, duck or something.
Like,
Crouch, maybe you could, like, I don't know.
Yeah, they can follow me into an alley.
I guess so.
Well, Morty, as you can see, actually makes some sort of hand sign towards you, Ishak.
What is the hand sign?
You can't see from where you are. You just see the movement of hands. And now what would you like to do in this tense situation?
Ren's on the journey to get
I
you
like
guys.
across. I look at
yeah.
I look at Kai, like, are we like leaving or like are we standing here?
Whereabouts would we be? Is this like all happening as we're moving forward?
Well, where are you moving to?
Well, I was just heading down towards the end of the dock to see if I could find Ren.
Yes, this is all happening as you're moving.
Okay.
And feel free to move your minis as you would see fit.
Whereabouts would we make it 5, 10, 15, 30? 30?
You can move 60 if you like, because this has been happening for... They had to sort of jump themselves up onto the jetty.
Yeah. We would have to find Ren though, I guess.
Ren's already found you,
Oh, you
so
already
Ren
found
like
me, I'm trying to
tugs
get
on you like, oh.
Okay.
Ren's just drenched.
Holy shit, what the fuck is that? Oh, Ren? Are you... I mean, where did you go? Listen, we don't have time. I know that was my bad, but listen, we like kind of... The was... Yeah.
Are we like
No,
leaving
exactly.
or are we just planning on standing here? Because like
Okay, please, take us wherever the hell you want to go then.
I don't know where I'm going.
You want to go to another alleyway? You have loves alleyways.
I do love a good alleyway.
That's really kind of concerning.
What? I like robbing people.
Robbing people?
Yeah, you know.
Oh,
get-
robbing
yeah,
people.
Knife, yeah.
Well... Kind intelligence is great.
Hello there.
Not great on the socials.
Yeah, okay, well, we gotta go somewhere then.
Well, we kind of want to, keep it like... I feel like they really kind of knew that it was me, so we gotta go.
Okay.
I'm gonna just stride forward, try and
Cool.
get out of there.
Well, turn off map cam then.
Well, I don't know. Don't we have to go past this way though?
No, that's a dock, isn't it? That will just go into the water.
Well, this is the jetty here. I don't know. Where have they been?
So, what this is the dock.
Okay.
This
And
is the jetty.
Yeah.
And that's sort of an outcrop of the jetty. This is all water, and this is all the sort of vague coastal region. Just a little bit further than here is a big seawall that's blocking off the current, so the boats can stay steady
Okay.
where they are. So that's and everything sort of back that way is Bardosh. Up that sort of further back from where the fountain is, that little circle, is the blade that they were sort of organizing this event from outside of.
Have people scattered? Have people like?
No, people have not scattered. People
Okay.
are sort of just like worriedly sort of checking about. The boats that began the race seem to have scattered. They themselves have sort of. They're not following the path that you would presume that they would follow for the race. They've sort of just sort of like moved out of the way.
Okay.
But no, there's a lot of checking up and.
Did people look concerned?
Yes.
Okay, they do. Are there guards flocking to that area?
No. Although, where you are standing, there is a guard tower opposingly above you. Sort of towards just here, where this microphone is.
Looking out that way?
Looking out to the ocean.
Okay.
But, presumably with enough guards in it that...
Could I make some sort of check to determine how far the guard tower's line of sight is? Like, is there a blind spot?
Yeah, you can. That's the guard tower there.
Yeah. Okay. And the blind spot would probably be like around here, right?
No,
Like towards this
roll me a
side
check
here?
for it first, and then I'll see what I can answer about your question.
12. What kind of check is it? Intelligence or what?
It would be a investigation check, I would say. I'll try and figure out the angles of things.
Don't you worry. 21.
21?
21.
Well, with your proximity to the guard tower, the safest point is probably right next to the guard tower. The guard tower exists just on the edge of the wall, a little bit outside of the wall. So the wall of the city actually blocks it off a bit, except for like a doorway and corridor that leads to the actual tower. And so the closer you are to the wall, the less of an angle that they have looking down on you, and also just the less likely they are to look down on you, you presume.
And Morty and Kramer, do they look like they're looking for someone in the crowd? They gestured towards Ishak.
They did gesture
Okay.
towards Ishak.
I kind of want to do something a little stupid. Change my mind.
Okay.
You want to lure them into an alleyway and shank the fuck out of them?
Whoa.
Well, here's what I'm thinking. Hold up.
Okay. I water.
I think there might be a blind spot near this guard tower. What I'm thinking is, if the crowd is all focused on the race, if we can get them to think that the race is still going ahead, we have free reign to really just finish the job. And I think, well, I'm sure you can all agree with me, no job is ever, ever be left alone. An unfinished job is not a good one.
I mean, alternatively speaking, we have just threatened the most powerful man in the crime family.
Yeah.
That will, I don't know, it's like kicking an ant's nest. They'll be busy running around, it'll be easy to pick them off whilst they're all scattering for justice. They'll be busy trying to kill people, you know, like, there'll be complete
So
chaos
you
in the
think we should
underworld.
wait?
I'm just saying, you know, we take them, another head will rise up. We wait for them to start hunting around and, you know, the turtle coming out of the shell. You just wait a little bit. Just
There's a lot of, like, animal metaphors, man.
yeah.
I've seen ants before.
Yeah.
Cool. I mean, you've also seen a lot of other, like, fucked up shit. But that's...
I didn't know ants were fucked up, yeah.
Well, I think they're fucked up in the closet where Ren was from. Maybe, like, the closet is, like, that place, you know?
No, the closet was fun.
Well, congratulations again. Like, really... every time.
It's up to you.
Well-
We can always finish the job, or we can trust they act out of anger or something. They will clamp down, people will resist, you know, throw a bit of chaos in there. It'll be easy to pick them off.
I don't know if that's true. The way that I understand that it works, like, I think they have a pretty secure hold on things. And I think there's way more people that'll be trying to get their spot, right? And I just feel like, you know,
I mean, we just
strike
made them
while
look
the
weak.
iron's hot.
We, almost killed their leader at their event. It makes them look very weak. I'm just saying, if you want to kill them, we can kill them. I am always down for a murder, but...
Well, what do you think, Ren?
I'm still thinking about the ants and the turtles, but
Ren, focus, man.
Okay. I'm sorry. I
Murder now or murder later?
sometimes murder.
Murder is inevitable in this situation.
Okay.
So, what do you think?
Well, there's
Strike while the iron's hot or kick the ant nest later? Is that what you said?
Well, no, like, wait for the... We kicked it now, but wait later was,
we need to wait to kick the ant nest again.
Yeah, just keep kicking it. I mean,
Yeah.
in...
Keep kicking the ant nest.
Okay.
I just want more bodies on the street so we can,
So,
kill them.
hot iron or ant nest? Which one?
I prefer ants.
Right, I forgot. You guys are like besties or whatever.
No,
Fine.
it's just.
I would actually
Well,
suggest,
we're-
whilst they're busy talking and stuff, we go set fire to their tavern.
What the fuck?
Why not?
I don't know how to set fire to like a place.
Oh, it's easy.
I don't know how to set fire to things unless there's like an evil child. that
I
gives
feel
me
like we gotta get
firepower.
moving.
Well, yeah, you're the one that huddled me up here.
Well, I wanted a decision.
Okay, well we came up with
Okay,
ants.
can find ant nest later, whatever. Bestie solidarity or whatever the hell. Fine. You know these friendship bracelets?
Yeah.
I'm really feeling like maybe I shouldn't have made them.
Why?
You want to do? If you really care strongly about killing them now, we can go kill them now. Anyway, they're gone, so like...
Look, whoa.
Okay, we can.
2 against 1, it's fine. Let's go burn down the tavern or whatever.
I don't want to do that.
Okay, well, let's not burn down that. Okay, Ren, what do you think we should do?
Well, I think that if we kill them here, there's a chance that other people could see us, and that's why I think that ants might be a bit better, because then you could, like, kill them when there's less ants near the people. Because there's lots of people here right now, and even though it's a blind spot for the big
So
place up
this
there,
is-
there's not a blind spot for those people over right there.
So this is like Monty and Kramer are like the sugar cube, right? And we think that like the ants are gonna like flock to the sugar cube or something
Yeah.
and try and like take bits of the sugar cube.
I think this ant metaphor has gone too far. Are we skedaddling or not?
Whoa. Listen, you are the one that raised the ant metaphor. All I'm saying is, you know what? Fine. Let's find an alley. I don't care anymore. What do you guys want to do? Find an alley? Brenda, what?
I was just trying to warm up.
Well, Ishak's good with fire.
No, that's scary. It's okay. We should go to a place.
Do you want my jacket?
No, it's okay. I think it'll be really, really, really big on me. I'm small.
You can have it if you want.
Do you want it back? I'll give it back.
Well, I'm not. I mean, yeah, I would like it back.
Are we leaving or not, guys? Like, come on.
What are your passive perceptions?
Mine shit.
Yeah.
So this is-
18.
I think,
12.
mine's 12 as well. Kai's not caring.
Well, as you were talking, Ren saw out the corner of their eye. Not Morty, but did see Kramer slip back into the water.
Oh. You know that like weird guy that you tried to kill?
Like the huge dude or like the...
No, the weird one.
Yeah.
They went into the water.
Oh.
I think we should,
Fine. I'm just gonna walk in a random direction away from the dock. I'm gonna walk... Yeah.
I
Like,
guess we'll follow.
yeah. I'm gonna walk to make sure that I'm ducking out of sight of the guard tower as soon as possible. And away from the dock. So,
Sure.
As we're walking, I'm gonna keep like looking behind me, like, what the fuck?
I'm
To
also
see
gonna
what's
take
going
off my
on.
jacket and give it a run.
Oh,
Would
thank
you like to roll me another perception check, Ollie?
I hate these. Yeah, natural one.
Oh.
That's awesome. Thank you for rolling. Well, okay. You walk back from the dock. You avoid the guard tower. And you sort of stick to the wall for a little while until you're amongst the just various buildings about the place again in the sort of Victorian thick of it. And you find yourselves amidst... you find yourselves sort of facing onto one of the main roads of the city.
As I was looking back, did I see anything as we were walking away?
No, you didn't. Aside from the dock and the water and the usual, and the floating of the debris of the boat, which sort of some of the boatsmen who were sort of bar hands and just sort of general workers of the blade are sort of throwing ropes and pulling this wrecked piece of boat in. All the bits that are floating at the very least. And even some of the bits that are sinking that they try to salvage. In any case, that's all you saw.
Okay.
And you now find yourselves on this road. I can show you on the map where the road is, but it's...
Is there, like... How many people are here?
It's a somewhat busy road. Surprisingly busy for the bomb that's just gone off.
I'd like to try and make sure that we blend a little bit into the crowd.
Sure. Roll me a stealth check again.
I'm assuming I don't have advantage for this.
With my trickster's blessing.
Is it just once?
No. So it's just one action. You have advantage for an hour or until I use the feature again.
Oh. So advantage then, I guess.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Do we only make stealth checks?
You can perform a help action if you like, or you can make an individual stealth check.
Oh, I can't because it's advantage anyway.
Yeah.
No, then. We'll go off one.
No. 15.
15? Pretty decent. Nice. You blend into this crowd on the new street, and that's where you find yourself standing. There is sort of a general hubbub around you. Trade goes on as per usual. This is sort of one of the more back-endy sort of places of the city. This is the end of one of the main roads, so a lot of just sort of... nothing super important goes on here. There's probably some, like... It's probably a bit of trash collection happening at this end of the street. There's probably a pest control officer who's just sort of going around looking for animals
Who's
to
trying to get bagel?
eradicate.
These people, absolute scum.
Okay.
We hate them.
Okay.
They don't respect ant nests and shit.
But us kicking them?
Yeah, but we do, because we kick the shit out of them.
Okay.
This dude. Something catches his eye and he begins running off down an alley. Well, just between two of the houses. I guess an alley, but not as formally of an alley as other things.
That was weird. Maybe he saw an ant nest.
In the alleyway?
Yeah.
Between the house. Okay. Oh, we're gonna keep... Where are we going? What's the plan?
Well, unless you want to chase him. Do you want to chase him?
Do you want to chase him?
Like a little bit.
Okay, we can chase him.
I feel like we're getting distracted.
Okay.
Some guards are walking along the street now.
Motherfucker, we gotta go down the alleyway.
Okay, well...
They just seem to be like routinely walking. They're not like hunting or anything. Remember the guard tower is just behind you and they're sort of just
Alright.
returning and going from staff rooms and the such.
Alright, well, I think we need to regroup and make another plan.
Okay.
Right?
Okay.
So, should we head back, do some brainstorming?
I would suggest a new tavern, personally.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Yeah, the wristwatches, maybe they're too deep in the pockets of, like, the desks or whatever. They're
Alright.
probably...
It was
Well,
more
actually, I
of
think-
a. I'm pretty sure they know where we're staying.
Yeah, okay. Fine. Well, we'll look for another tavern then.
Okay. Could you give me some parameters for what you would like to look for? Because Kai has a bit of intimate history with this city that allows them to look a bit more. You've got some of the more established taverns you could look for.
Yeah.
You've got other gang affiliations you could look for. You'd be fairly familiar with the gang affiliations. You could even look outside of the city walls. Although outside of the city walls mostly happened while you weren't here.
What do I think would be best?
But So outside the city walls would be unknown to you, but maybe unknown to the people inside the city walls, as it's a newer establishment. You've got the rich side of town, the poor side of town.
We were kind of in the middle, weren't we?
You were quite close to the rich side of town.
Yeah, okay.
Like you were close to the rich tourist bit of town.
Okay. We're gonna go closer to the rich side of town then.
Okay.
More like the established. Are there any gangs that operate in that area?
Yes, there are. Roll me a history check. Because the gangs have changed, but you would have to...
The natural one.
Thank you for rolling.
Yeah.
But you at least do know, without rolling, where the rich bits of town are.
Mm-hmm.
Because they haven't evolved too much. Or at least they've sort of
is this
expanded
genuinely
from
unfair?
areas.
Okay.
They've expanded from specific areas that you're sort of... It's more of a culturally rich bit of town. So you're like, oh, there's still... The jewelers are still over there, so that area of town is still
That
rich.
bastard. Oh no, that was a watchmaker. Never mind.
The little boy?
Oh no!
Yeah.
But that guy. Fuck that guy.
Yeah. I hate kids.
I was going to. Okay,
Yeah.
I was gonna say the watchmaker, but that's not.
Oh,
yeah.
him. He was in the rich touristy part of town, which was quite close to the tavern you
Sure.
are staying
We're gonna
in.
go for like the established section.
Okay.
Me in the established section.
You head up to where the jewelers are. And you know... You actually don't know. Never mind. You roll on that one.
Yep.
So... Okay, let me get my tavern map back up. There's the jewelers. There's a T for tavern. Okay. And that tavern would be... I have fun naming these. So you find yourselves standing in front. After traveling your way through the city, you walk through and there's like balconies looking down on you, people fanning their laundry in the early morning sun, I believe it is currently. And you walk up past the castle, past the police station.
Oh, my favorite place.
You walk up past the forge and the jewelers, and you make your way up to right in front of the castle walls, where you see the slippery salmon, with a lovely wooden design of a salmon on it as its door handles. Would you like to enter?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, the slippery salmon sounds great. Yes,
Yeah,
slippery salmon. Well, this is animal themed.
so Pringles.
It was me.
You don't know if they sell Pringles. You haven't entered the establishment yet.
Okay.
This is the high quality content you come here for. All the viewers at home are like, I don't get it.
Don't worry, guys. So you know
No,
that really
no, we
viral
don't need to get
Pringle
it. We don't need to get
advertisement?
Don't.
They can't see it.
No, go this side. Go this side. This side works well. Like hold it there, and that camera just gets only Pringle bot.
This?
No, behind other way. Have you ever seen that camera? Yeah. And you just get Pringle bot.
Oh, nice. Okay. Excellent.
All right, we've done that derailment.
Yeah, we're going into the slippery salmon.
Well, salmon has
It's near the jewelers? Or it's like attached to the jewelers?
this tea just over there. So you've had to travel up past the forge and the jewelry.
Mm-hmm.
That's the jewelers there, and there's
Okay.
the tavern.
Cool.
The slippery salmon, with a beautiful wooden double door with these salmon handles.
Mm-hmm. Gotta get rid of that, I'm sorry. Sure. I'll move up to the doors.
Yeah.
Right. So I feel like... Actually, we'll talk when we get in there, don't worry.
Okay.
Slippery salmon.
Uh-huh.
Move my head in.
Could you roll me an athletics check? Or a sleight of
Locked.
hand check?
It's locked?
No?
Alright. Sleight of hand. I should have specified. Sorry,
Sure,
I'm doing a
cool.
sleight of hand. 22.
22. Goddamn. Well, you go to grab the handle,
It's slippery.
and your hand starts to like slide down it, but you manage to slide your hand back up it and just push the door as if it were a regular door.
I fucking hate these guys.
Okay.
They put like oil and shit on the door. Slippery salmon, that bullshit, whatever.
God, I love when
And
they
you walk
slide
in.
on my slippery sound.
You walk in, the door's open, and inside is a lovely establishment with a little man playing a violin in the corner, just some light backgroundy noise. There is a restaurant sort of side to it with an open kitchen in the back corner. Smoke fills the top of the room with sort of the general smoking of the attendants. Yeah, it's a sort of fancier looking but nice establishment. Could you roll me a... Not gonna be Kai because Kai's already rolled, and so I'm gonna get someone else to do a little roll. Could you roll me an investigation check,
You just don't want my +9.
Ishak?
No, what? No.
I'm not any better.
I got a minus
don't-
one.
I got a
You
-2.
don't want
Why are
my
we
+9.
doing investigation check? I don't investigate shit.
Neither do I.
You can both roll it if you'd like.
Yeah, okay.
Can I give advantage?
No, you can't.
I hate you.
Because you've already sort of looked
Yeah,
for this
gotcha.
information specifically.
I'll write that down.
I got an 18.
I got a 10.
Sick. Ren's thinking about 7.
Ren's just at the door, just like shouting the door
Rub of
down.
a handle.
Ishak, this place looks familiar to you.
Oh no.
Anywho,
What?
you're inside, and there's a little desk at the back with the classic, keys set up. Just your attendance slot.
What was the name? What was the name of the tavern we were staying at before again?
That's what
Something
was my
duck.
thought. Brought us back to the same topic.
Yeah. I'm just like, it looks familiar. I'm like, oh, that's great. Wait, why does it look familiar to me?
Oh, this is maybe the place that you guys fucked up, right?
No, we didn't fuck up
I
a
fucked up a
tavern.
church.
Thank you. Fuck God, not alcohol.
Anywho,
Okay.
it's not the same It's not the same name as before, but I'm struggling to find the name of it. Sorry.
I'm sure I have.
I've got it in my. I drew a picture of it. So, yeah, it's the Rusty Duck Tavern.
Rusty Duck.
They follow classic naming schemes in this town
Oh, yeah, it's right there.
of adverb, noun, tavern.
Okay. What, 18? Or is that what the...
That was it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that was the information. Sorry.
Does that it looks familiar?
That it looks familiar.
Well, I'm gonna head up to the dude.
Okay, I follow.
Remember to use a pseudonym.
I follow behind Kai, just completely drenched with one, large coat, just like... So normal.
I'm gonna pat Ren on the head.
Now your hand's wet.
That's fine.
Okay.
I'm gonna wipe it on Ren.
On Ren again or the coat?
On Ren again.
Your hand is more wet.
God damn it. I'm gonna wipe it on just my pants. I don't want to get my coat. But...
Well, welcome. Welcome to tavern.
Hey man, what's up?
Is it a really big buff guy?
It is not a really big buff guy.
Oh.
Really
It's
big
like a-
buff woman.
Sort of buff dude.
Oh.
He's not like massive. But
It's
like...
not the guy we saw that talked about poetry.
No, he's not the guy who talked about poetry. Yeah. What may I do for you today?
We're just looking for a couple of rooms, if that's possible.
We could have some rooms free. Who are we servicing today?
Oh, my name is Jasper.
Very good.
My name is Raven.
Hello, I am Keith.
Yeah.
This does not tell me much information. Sorry. Is there Are you in the city for any specific business?
We were really interested in the opera that was like at the. Oh my god. Fat Lady's Bosom. This is me out of character. Fat Lady's Bosom, is that right? Was that opera place,
that
or
wasn't the opera. That was the
That was the club behind the opera.
But he was telling us to hang on. He was
The
telling
opera
us about
house
an
is
opera.
just the opera house. The singing of the wolf was the opera, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that's. Yeah, that's what I've got here as well.
May I suggest there are some other establishments that may better service your needs then. There is there is the I didn't name this one, sorry, so give me. There's tavern.
I mean, we are also in a tavern.
My clientele is separate to. If you're not on business, then we service more business
We
clients.
never said we were not on business.
Oh,
But I don't think it's any of yours.
well, just give me something I can work with, and we will come to a conclusion from that.
fish.
Did you say fish?
Please ignore him.
Fish. Keep fish.
This is my muscle.
Okay.
I do a lot of
No, I see.
Fish,
delicate-
fish, Keith, Keith.
I do a lot of deals with some very volatile people, and well, I do all the talking, and
Fish.
he does the backup.
What did you say your name was again?
Jasper.
Jasper. Very good. This is more what I mean, but I need a little bit more.
Fish.
Keith, shut up.
Surely, you can find us a place to stay without too much more information. I'm sure you understand what I mean when I say being loose-lipped is not good in my profession, and I'm gonna slip him 5 gold.
He straightens his posture slightly. He looks at it, and he thinks about it. Would you like to roll me a persuasion check? Because he is unsure.
Can I help by standing menacingly?
No, you can't. Fish. Boy, fish.
Hello, it is me, Keith. I could say Keith and fish.
16? Can I have a +1 to my
No,
persuasion?
that's good. That's good. He sort of opens a pocket on his pant, and he slides the coin just sort of straight into his own pants. Yes, I can find you a room. That'll be lovely. 2 rooms? 1 room?
Let's go with 2, if that's possible.
Okay, that would be 3 gold per night.
Perfectly fine.
I
I will pass him. Do we pay at the? Do I know if we pay at the end? Or
You
do
haven't
we
asked
pay?
yet,
Okay.
but would you like to?
Yeah.
Pay up front, please. Our clientele is you understand.
All right. What do we think? 1 out of 2 nights.
Fish.
Fucking hell.
Yeah, sometimes you just gotta make a decision.
I'm going to. So what's that? I'm gonna do 2 nights.
2 nights.
Then I'm gonna pass him 12 gold.
Okay. 6 gold.
2 rooms.
2 rooms though. For
No,
3 gold per. Oh,
he
3.
said 3 gold. He'll if you put 12 gold on the table, he'll happily take it. But
No,
to
no,
save
I
you
thought
the trouble and
I
just
thought that it was
syntax,
3
yeah.
per room.
no, he
Gotcha.
meant 3 gold per night for your stay.
Sure.
Well, he pulls a little box out from underneath the counter. He unlocks it with a key that he has in his pant, the same pant that he put the 5 gold into. He flips it open. and he takes your money and puts it inside the box, closes the box, locks the box, puts it back under, and flips open a book and scribbles down some notes. Is there a family name that you wish to stay under?
Do you need a family name?
It is... Yes.
Trying to think what Kai would do.
There's a list of family names if you're struggling to remember that I would
No, I'm just not sure.
be willing to share with you upon a roll that isn't a nat one.
I just don't want to use Casimir. But I'm wondering if... Can I roll an insight check on this guy and see if he'd be a snitch?
Sure. Yeah.
Like, do I think he'd be the type that would
You could sort of...
slip some information to somebody on the side if they asked?
You could gauge it. It's a high-ish DC. I'll say DC 15 on this one.
Yeah, I don't meet that. I don't meet that.
Okay.
I only got a 10.
He's a bit of a confusing look to him because it's an upper-class establishment. He seems to have some loyalty to rules and family, but you also bribed him, and so where you lie with him is confusing.
Give me a... Do I get the sense that it has to be a gang name?
Yeah. His hints and his, like... feel like, yeah, wristwatch. He'd be like, the people who run the Rusty Duck.
No, I wasn't going to do that. I was going to do... I don't know.
Yeah.
It's just really tough.
What gang do you want to represent yourself with, if any?
Fish.
I can't use... I can't...
Fish.
I can't fucking do fish! Stop it! Fish is not... Fish is not the one!
Yes, we serve fish here.
Fish.
This is a specialty of our kitchen.
Fish.
Oh, I thought you wanted to go out.
Horse.
Debating.
Yeah.
Casimir or Desic?
I'm going to set you on a timer in a second. Well, the only time will be this guy will find it uncomfortable.
No, I was just thinking to myself.
Yeah.
This is out of character. Fuck it. You know what? I'm gonna say, put it under Casimir.
An eyebrow raise comes from him. All good. Yes. And he marks it down in his book.
Did he have any visible reaction to it?
Uh,
Other than the eyebrow, like, can I discern what the eyebrow raise meant?
Yeah, you can give me an insight check for that.
Why is what? 12.
12. You didn't think it was anything but unusual.
Okay.
You don't think he made any large connections. There wasn't some great dawning on his face. And yeah, he hands you 2 keys and gestures you towards the stairs.
Thank you. We're gonna head off to the rooms.
Thank you.
Cool. So you walk upstairs, and on each of your keys there's a little symbol, which is at first confusing slightly, as one of yours has a square and the other one a triangle. But then you see the doors, which have a symbol on them as well, and you're like, oh, matchy matchy. You find the square room and the triangle room. You open up one door, and inside is a sort of rather lavish dark wood interior with a dresser, just some like affects on a bench near the door. Each room is a 2-room setup, classic bedroom and then living room area, where there seems to be a sort of meeting space in each room. It's lovely.
I'm gonna case the joint.
Lovely.
I'm gonna scour it head to toe.
Give me another roll, Holly.
Can I give you guidance for that?
Guidance?
Yes. Take it.
I shall.
Suppose
I'm so fucking good at this.
Yeah.
So fucking good at this. I rolled an 18
Yay.
plus 4, that's what?
22.
22 plus 9.
Huge.
Yeah.
So
I taste the floorboard. Jessic.
a finger along the ground. You're like, no one's been here in a little while. The dust grows thick.
Approximately 47 hours.
You're like, the last time someone was here was 2 hours, 37 minutes. No. But, so you scour about the room, and the room is lovely and lavish, and it's quite a nice design. There are windows that look out onto the street, but you're not quite high up. You're only on the second story. So a lot of other buildings are higher than you, and so you imagine there's a lot of people that can look in from higher buildings or just any higher vantage point, especially since your building that you're in is right up against the wall of Bardosh. Any of the guards, should your shutters and stuff not be closed, would be able to look in from the battlements. So it would be a hard peek, it would be a distance, but it would still be possible. But there are shutters on these doors. You sort of knock on some of the walls, and the wall that has the windows on it that look out onto the street, you can see that wall. There's nothing there. The walls to your right, you tap on it, and it feels solid enough. But you tap on the walls to your left. Excuse me. And there's sort of like a hollow echo between the two. Which sort of betrays a cavity that you weren't anticipating.
Can I punch the wall?
Let's not. Let's not punch the wall.
Something on the other side.
Can I look for any kind of openings, any kind of loose planks, any kind of false, like any doorways or anything like that?
Yes, you can.
Is there any like air coming through underneath the planks or anything like that? Is there like a breeze or something?
Sure.
Just like scratch marks for an opening of a door.
No scratch marks.
Sure.
But you wet your fingers and you sort of hold them about the place, and you can feel the sort of drying.
Smells like a thoroughfare.
And yeah, there is under sort of, you're in the bedroom, bit of it now.
Yeah.
And under the bed, but sort of close to the wall, there is a bit of a gap in which air travels through. The tiniest of gaps, mind you. Like, you're feeling just the sort of vague change in temperature that comes through that point. Because cold air coming out into the larger, hotter room.
Hey, Ren,
What?
could you do me a favor?
Uh-huh.
I'm going to step us away from the wall for a second to whisper to Ren and Ishak.
Okay.
I think, well, there's a gap under the bed, under the doorway, under the plank that I think might be a doorway to a thoroughfare or something. There's definitely a hollow wall or a cavity or something. There seems to be air coming through.
Okay.
And I'm wondering if you might be able to listen to see if you can hear anything.
Okay, I can try listening to that one. So I go up to near the wall and put my ear up and just like try and listen to see if I can hear anything.
Can I also do the same?
Yep.
And I'll give advantage to Ren.
And I will guidance myself.
No. Because you're performing an action and casting a spell. I don't think you can guidance.
I think you can.
You can?
Guidance yourself.
Sure,
Well,
go for it.
Technically, I think it's up to DM discretion
Yeah,
if you
that's
can.
fine.
Or
You cast
okay.
guidance before you do the action because it applies to your next skill check. So
It
you say,
applies-
I cast
okay.
guidance, then do the action.
So it's technically just like a 6-second thing, but it
But-
applies to your next roll.
Yeah,
So
it's-
all
okay.
in all, it'd be 12 seconds.
It's not something you do in combat.
Shoot it
Yeah.
then.
Okay.
Send it.
It's sending. Oh god. Actually, it's okay. 24.
24.
It's okay. It's a 24. Casual.
Well, I rolled a 12.
Well, the
Keep it
gap
Casual.
that you put your ear to is at the base of the wall where the floorboards and the wall meet. And you put your ear to it and you can't hear anything, especially. You can sort of. There is a change in the noise you hear. You can hear a sort of increased amount of ambience from it, but you can't hear anything specific to that room. Like the ambience from downstairs. You hear the violin player downstairs and the sort of vague clatter of the kitchen.
Yeah, I just hear noises, but like not any.
What kind of noises, dude?
They're not like fancy noises. They're just like the noises that we heard when we walked into the building.
Like
that guy in the place with the noisy thingy.
That's really descriptive, man. Thank you.
You know, he was like sitting there and he was like.
But no like creepy footsteps or anything.
No.
Oh.
Can
Okay.
I punch the wall yet?
I don't think we should punch the wall. I think that'll make a lot of noise. Maybe there's a way to like pry up one of these boards or something and then put it back.
Oh.
What do you think?
I mean, I have a giant glaive on my back. Do I have a crowbar? I might have a crowbar.
I have a quarterstaff.
Well,
I mean, glaive has flat pointy bit. Let me think, I might have a crowbar.
I have a longsword and a trident. So they might be able to.
I have a
I-
mace.
Pry open the
Done.
floorboard.
Don't worry, guys.
Oh, I have a
Super
crowbar.
Quiet. Oh,
Yo!
I have to carry around a crowbar. Sick.
Yeah.
I prefer the mace. I just start wrecking shit.
Can I use the crowbar to pry open the floor?
Are you prying open the wall?
Cool, yeah.
Unless you want to pry open the floor, which...
Yeah, I can do that. Because,
I lay
yeah.
on the floor. Do I hear anything?
It's just the floor. You just break the floor.
Is that athletics?
Well, what are you trying to do specifically?
Pry open the wall like I have been told to.
So,
I just wanted to contextualize. I just wanted to lift off a plank
Yeah.
so we could try and see in between the cavity.
so you want to lift off a
But
plank
I
of
want
the
to be
floor?
able to put it back in place. Not on the floor, on the wall.
Because the wall isn't really made of, like the wall has plank floor to ceiling. Like, it's not like the floor pattern just sort of put onto the wall. It's like a literal... It's like slats along the wall. So
That's
you
fine.
would be, like, pulling off a section of wall.
Yeah.
You don't have a spot. The gap in which you sort of are figuring your way around is so small. It is just a bit of airflow. There's not a great way for you to fit your crowbar into there right now. And you reckon if you did fit your crowbar into there, it would cause disturbance
If we break
to the wall.
like a little tiny bit so we could like poke our eyes through, I could fix it. But it has to be like a little tiny bit.
True.
And then we could like
Okay,
have a little
I'm
look
going
and see.
to take... Does anybody have a dagger?
I pull out a small hand axe.
Wait,
Um,
wait, yeah. Ren pulls out a knife. I have lots of things in my
Don't
bag.
worry, guys. Here's my mace.
My mace, my
He's got a
quarterstaff.
What's the vine? What do you have there? A knife! Knife!
Whoa! That was so close to my face. Don't point it at me. Oh my god, Ren. Dude, chill, man.
Okay.
Can I borrow your knife? I'm gonna take the knife and I'm going to...
Don't make it bigger than a foot, please.
Yeah, very
That's
delicately-
massive! Doing it bigger than a fucking foot. It's just a giant hole in the wall. Like, no, I got.
I'm going to very delicately, very stealthily, trying not to make too much noise. I'm going to try and carve out a small section. Not a foot.
Sure.
A small section, like maybe just so much that we could get the eyes through to see.
Okay. You're not unfamiliar with wood carving. So before you begin this, you would know it would take you a little second to sort of
Yeah.
really, like,
I mean, I...
shimmy your way through it, but it's definitely possible. And, sorry. It's definitely possible, and yes, give me a roll, sleight of hand, or wood carving tools if that is in your proficiency.
Well, I'm just...
I'm gonna give you guidance. as
I
well.
have... I have proficiency with Tinker's tools. And these tools, but I don't think I have any proficiency
No.
with wood carving tools.
Especially since this is a bit of improvised wood carver's
Yeah.
tools, I won't give you a proficiency bonus on top. But you do
Grab
have
the
guidance.
triangle.
Triangle.
Thanks.
What am I gonna do? Sleight of hand.
Yeah. Yep.
That is 16.
16. Okay, well, within a reasonable amount of time, like less than a minute, you sort of stab and sort of just chip away at this wood until you make this little sort of like eye slot hole. You've got one hole currently, but more than enough that you could put your eye to it, and more than less of enough that Ren could fix it up again.
All right, Ren, you want to have a look?
Yes, I will go have a little look in there. Aye.
You press your eye.
Yes.
Ren dies. Yeah.
Oh god.
What are you doing? It's a psycho all over again.
Give me a perception check, Ren. And Ren, I believe you got dark vision. Let me know if you
I
don't.
do.
Perfect, you have dark vision.
I do. Oh no, guys.
Well, you can guidance yourself.
I don't think that's gonna help.
Give it a shot. You're just looking into a room. It can't be that hard.
14 now.
Why is this an oh no?
Well, I got a
nat
3!
one.
I got a 3!
Holy shit.
Plus what? Plus 9?
5 plus 8. But
Yeah,
then
you
my
would-
guidance.
You barely needed to roll.
I see everything.
I have a plus 5 to wisdom, so.
I thought you were dabbing. I thought you were dabbing. Yeah.
You put your eye to this hole, and inside you can see another wall. It's quite a small space that you reckon you could shimmy your way through comfortably.
Ooh.
And it's damp, and it's dark, and you look hard, and you're like... The wall behind sort of seems vaguely discolored. And it smells a little bad.
This is where they keep the bodies.
And it's just a crawl space that you can see stretches on for a while in the direction away from the door of your room. So the entrance to your room is to your left, and this hallway stretches on to the right.
Ooh. Yeah, there's like lots of space in that way, like.
Ren, I need you to like use your words, man.
I'm sorry, this isn't my first language.
Just say it in your other language.
Okay. Ren starts speaking Sylvan.
Whoa, not that language. Can you like charade?
Charade it.
A movie.
What's a movie?
One word. Sounds like
Doorway.
cube.
Corridor?
Yeah, I'm not people smart.
Are you doing a hallway or something? Like what? A hallway?
Hallway.
Big hallway?
Blown up. Oh.
Big hallway?
That way to the right. Yes!
Random question, is this
Fuck
the
you!
Is this the hallway that just goes outside? The normal hallway or nah?
No, it is not.
Okay.
From where you see it, you can tell that your other room is on the other side of this wall. So there's this room, this
Gap,
hallway,
and then the next room.
and then the next
Okay.
room.
So there's like a crawl space.
That's what it's called. Yes, crawl space.
Crawl space. Why didn't you like crawl and shit?
I'm not getting on my knees and crawl.
No, I mean like why didn't you? Ren, I need you to work with me here. I meant like during your charades when you were trying to describe it to us. Why didn't you like, I don't know,
Well, I mean,
mime like crawling?
I think my charades worked well. You guys got it.
I mean, fair.
You got it. Like you.
I just feel like, you know, some of us really need to pick up the slack, Ishak. It's fine.
What do you want me to do? I've offered to break through the wall and you said
Yeah,
no,
but this
it's
is
not
like-
quiet. Ugh.
This is, you know what? It's fine. It's fine.
What do you
so-
want from me? You couldn't guess hallway.
Whoa! I'm taking off my friendship bracelet. Fuck you.
Or
man.
wait, the Ishak one?
Yeah. Okay. Fuck you, man.
I think my horn has grown around it, so like
In a day.
I've got vines on my horn.
The ones. Okay, well, crawl space. Interesting. Would I know how to make a small, like, light? with anything that I have, like a little. I have a tinderbox. That's what I'm asking, but I don't want it to like. I don't fire, but I want to be able to make something that I could just like ping in there. A little bit of light. But does it have to be fire, you think?
You can make a case for something else, but you
A
need to do the hard
flashbang.
yards on this one.
A flashback. Well, I have glass, is what I'm wondering. So can I put like a little bit of the tinderbox in like?
I thought a tinderbox is a thing you have to light.
Yeah, this is a like. I mean, can I strike to make like fire inside a little like bit of glass and then just ping it into there to get a little bit of light?
Do you have any glass containers on you that would like hold?
I don't
a thing?
know. I guess that's up to you to decide. If I want or
Well,
not.
what you would have is you would still have the sand bombs from before.
No, I don't, because they were
but
unstable.
they would have gone
Yeah.
bang by now.
Yeah.
So you've got a
But I
very
have
sandy
them-
backpack.
I thought we got rid of them. Maybe
Did
I
you?
didn't. I thought we did.
Unimportant to this situation, anyway.
But would I have the containers left behind by them? Probably not.
No, they would.
Yeah,
They
they explode.
they
Okay.
explode. What other things would you have that would have a container on you? There's probably.
Are there any lamps in the lanterns in this room?
This one might help.
Ishak has one. No, there are on.
Yo, we could just toss you in the lantern in there.
Okay.
Actually, I feel like that's a really shit idea. Never mind.
So in the room that you're standing,
Yeah.
Basic box, double bed, bedside table, which also has some drawers and a candle on top of it with a few nails tapped into it.
The nails.
Do you know what that is?
Yeah, that's like where they drop and then it tells you the time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yo, the candle though. I can make a tea light.
On where you came in, there was some affix on a sort of desky, tabley thing with a few drawers in it as well. Like right as you enter, there was a letter knife and
Not the letter knife. We could use the letter knife instead of the massive fucking knife.
It's just a dagger.
some
You said a knife.
Well, yeah, because it sounds
tea
funny.
bags, some bits of paper, probably a cup and a set of cutlery.
Are you sure? I pull out the crowbar and I'm just like, we can just open the wall, right?
Yeah, but I feel like that's gonna make a lot of noise.
You want like a little bit of light in the place?
Yeah.
Like, I don't want to throw like a whole ass guiding bolt in there.
Do you have like a light cantrip or something?
No.
okay.
That was the guiding bolt, by the way.
How
I
hard
didn't
do I
just
think it would be
have
to
a spasm.
sever a bit of the candle off?
Say again, sorry?
How hard do I think it'd be to sever a little bit of the candle off?
Not very.
Okay.
You've got a
I'm
knife.
gonna do that. Yep. I'm gonna do that.
You sort of thumb your way and just sort of scoop the top of the candle off.
I'm just holding it in my hand. I'm gonna try and put it on like you said there was not a plate. What was it? There's a cup.
Yes.
Oh, the cup is probably gonna shatter. I have a bit of scrap though, a bit of scrap metal, so I'm gonna get one that's maybe about like that big,
Sure.
enough to fit the actual candle on it.
Sure.
Do I think I could? Hello, horse.
What are you thinking?
Do I think I want to try and nail it to the scrap to make sure that the candle doesn't move? But I'm wondering, like, it's gonna melt, so
Also, like this, it'll be hard to put the nail through the scrap because they're both metal.
yeah.
Not impossible, but definitely
I've done a
difficult.
nail through metal before. It's not that hard.
In real life?
Yeah.
Okay, maybe it's easier than I think. But
Okay. Okay.
yeah.
Can I get a bit of like kind of pliable, malleable metal scrap?
Yeah.
Can I wrap it around the candle?
Yeah.
And then like a small piece on the bottom. So I've made like a little tea light.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you've got like
And how big is the gap underneath the floor?
minuscule,
Minuscule.
like just air gets
I'm
through
gonna
it.
try and carve it so that I can slide it under and like a hockey puck into the middle of the hallway, the crawl space.
Okay, well that would be a bit more time to sort of chip away
That's
at that. Give me another sleight of hand check for chipping away at that. Although it's not
I'm
going
gonna
to be.
explain my plan to everyone.
Yeah, so you're gonna get a guidance as well.
Do you guys think? I mean, we could like slide it in the middle, and then it'll light up the space.
Are we gonna be able to get it back? If
Good point.
well, we could always like make.
Does anyone have any rope? Any ribbons?
Yeah. Look at me. I have like ribbons on my wrist, on my belt.
Do you have anything that you would like not mind parting with?
Yeah, I have lots of rope actually.
Well, can I get like a little piece to tie and then pull?
I pull out like my whole like
50
foot that I have.
I pull out a pearl necklace.
I don't. I mean, we could sell.
I
it.
gave it to you, Shock.
I have lots of stuff in my bag.
Well, what do you guys think? Like, slide this thing in the middle, and then if we need to, we can just pull it back, right?
Yeah.
When the light goes.
Yeah. Also, like if we made the hole a little bit bigger, I could just like put my arm through and like grab it and bring it back.
Oh, should I do that?
Yeah, cause like as long as it's not like too big, like my arm's not. It fits. He's small. I can grab it and then bring it back. And I can fix
But what
the
if
wall.
there's like some weird shit that like cut your hand off?
Well, then I'll only have one hand.
That would be. I can make you like a, you know, like a metal hand or
Oh, that
something.
would be cool.
Yeah. Or you could be like one of those pirates that has like the hook.
Okay,
I can
yeah,
totally
let's
do that,
cut
yeah.
the hand off.
But I don't think we should cut your hand off. Just to be clear, but I think like if it happened.
Okay,
Yeah,
well
I
then
can
I'm
maybe
fine
do
with putting my hand and grabbing it if I have it.
I knew someone with a hook hand once. He stabbed
What
his
was
kid
their
with
name?
it.
Oh.
Yeah, I went for a hug and just.
What? He
That was a-
like stabbed a kid with it?
Oh, he went to hug his child. Just.
Oh.
Yeah, hook hands on with that cracked out.
I feel like you have some really fucked up stories.
I have seen some fucked up things. I have done some fucked up things.
Is this part of your like gang thing? Your like furnace gang thingo?
Yes.
You still stand in front of this wall.
No. We move whenever.
Can you take the toy away from Molly Lucky?
Or
We're recording, and
yeah.
we can't do that.
Whenever we're
Give Horse another toy. Don't
discussing-
Lucky.
discussing plans, we're moving away and we're whispering away from the wall.
Well, you do believe that no one's in the crawl space right now.
Well, I'm just
Still.
I'm extra
Fair.
cautious. Kai is extra cautious.
Lucky, I think you need to put it in a harder to reach spot. Sorry. We'll give Horse back Piggy in the break.
Big.
Grunthar.
Can you give Horse a different toy so Horse doesn't feel so bad?
Sad horse. Okay, cool. So I will.
There we go.
I'll tie a bit of rope around and like secure it with some metal straps, so it's not gonna just like slip off the.
So you've got this little candle in the thing, and you've tied a little rope around it, and you can.
Yeah, I want to put like clips of scrap on there, so it's not gonna like the rope's not gonna slip off the actual candle if I try and pull it.
Sure, you can like lodge the bits of scrap into the side of the actual
Yeah.
candle bit and sort of shape that
That's
around,
my
and
plan.
it's.
Yeah.
And now you've got this like little
Um,
discus little thingy.
Yeah, that's my plan. And I'm going to, I guess, go up to the plank on the floor, and I'm gonna try and cut something big enough so we can put the hand in and then pull.
What was your roll for that, by
I
the way?
didn't do that.
Okay, give me a roll for that.
Sorry.
With the triangle.
Triangle.
I'm not even gonna call it guidance anymore. You're just gonna get triangle.
You get triangle.
17.
17, perfect. Well, it's not too hard a job. You chip away, you sort of chip away at the top first so that the bigger chunks at the bottom come way easier. You light this candle,
Sorry, 16.
and then you slide this candle underneath.
Mhm.
Are you looking from the candle hole or from the eye hole?
I'll look from the candle hole. I'm
Your
gonna
shark's
do-
just sort of like,
Standing there.
Fish.
It is I.
I'm going to
Keyfish.
give Ren advantage to have a look into the space.
Okay. Would you love and go for another look, Ren? This time with the addition of light. Is there anything you're looking for in particular in this crawl space that seems to be hidden from the room?
I want to see if I could possibly see how far down it goes, if there's any like turns or anything, any movement. On the side, like a little side, like if I see it, it'd be cool, like any bugs. But like that's not what I'm primarily looking for.
Okay.
So that is gonna be a nat 20 for a 32.
Oh yeah! Let's go!
That's an excellent roll. So you see into this crawl space, and you see the walls now, which were just discolored before, and now this sort of dry, rusty look, which is obviously to you now blood on the wall.
Oh.
On the blood, sort of at the base of its existence, there is some bugs and the such that crawl their way and eat what nutrients they can from the remains of whoever was here last. You look down the corridor as the light sort of flickers and illuminates bits, sort of giving an orange glow to the rest of the design. And at the end of the corridor, which you can now see, there's this little grate. Well, there's this little hole in the ground that seems to lead down. And there is this shadowed figure.
Oh no! What the fuck? No!
You can't see, except for this form and these sort of slightly reflective eyes that look back at you. Just waiting.
Oh yuck, bro!
Oh. I don't like
Ew.
that.
The moist boy in the walls.
Oh no!
I just kind of like, not saying anything yet. I just kind of like.
What does that mean? What does that mean?
There is like a dead guy, but not a guy anymore. It's been eaten, and then all the way you go to the end, there was just a guy, and there was just like a thing. What did he look like? I don't know, but it was like.
If you want to like point to the thing like where. Oh, it's in the walls. Can I break the walls now?
I feel like we gotta break the walls now.
Wonderful. I'm gonna grab the crowbar and just wedge up a chunk of
He's
wall.
in the walls. Oh, and it goes down. There's like a little bit that like downwards.
That's fine. Can I get the crowbar and open up the wall?
Give me an athletics check.
I get advantage because the crowbar
Oh
gives me
no!
crowbars give advantage on all athletics strength-based checks.
Oh no!
Sure.
It literally says in that item description.
I didn't mean actually break the wall.
What do you mean? I fucking waiting for this shit. I love athletics checks with that fat advantage.
I feel like we gotta let Ishak do
That's
something.
a 23.
I can't mend this anymore.
I'm gonna flip back my candle.
Well, you put in this crowbar and you just pull it upwards, and a chunk of the wall,
What the fuck?
specifically this slat and the slat next to it, sort of gets yanked to the side, and this slat clatters off. Yeah, thank you. Slams to the floor next to you, as there's now a space in which you could probably fit your shoulders and head through to look. Ren could probably fit through entirely, but you, Ishak, can't
you
quite.
gotta put me in there.
No. Whoa. To be clear, we're not putting Ren in there.
I was
Whoa.
going to put myself in there.
You
Well,
cannot see anything of use, and the room no longer has a candle in it, and so it is hard to see down the corridor.
I got dark vision.
It's still hard to see whether.
Am I able to make sure the door, like, is the door for our room locked?
Oh, I assume we locked it.
Okay, I just want to make sure that
I didn't
we
say
that we
did.
emphasize that we locked the door. I
We
just want
locked
to
the door,
emphasize.
Very good. That's okay
I
if
just
we say
think
that.
that's a
Yeah,
good,
good
thing
plan.
to
Good plan. We've closed the shutters.
Okay.
This whole time we've
Well, the
closed
shutters were in the main room.
Okay, but this one has no shutters.
This one doesn't have shutters.
Okay, thank God. No window?
No window.
Okay, brilliant.
When I like peek,
This is going crazy.
How much was like on stuff okay?
when I peek, is the guy gone?
Yes.
Oh, he's gone.
Well, I feel like we're destroying people's property. right
I
now.
mean, there is a creepy thing in the walls, and I am, for one, looking forward to some violence.
Well, yeah, I don't feel super comfortable like sleeping here when there's like
That's why
people in
we
the
killed
wall and
them
like
all.
dead people.
Yeah, there's dead.
No, just blood.
Oh, just blood. Okay.
Oh, nice.
Sorry, I over exaggerated a little.
Do you think they're like keeping people in the? Whoa.
Same?
Am I able to take get some sort of closer look at this blood, see how fresh it is?
Absolutely. Give me a medicine check for that.
I would love to.
You sort of squat down a little bit and see the
And
blood
I'm gonna
before you.
triangle myself.
You can triangle yourself. That's what I call suicide.
Oh no,
Sure,
we can't be
continue.
making these jokes.
Okay, I rolled a 5, but I got a 19, so it's okay.
Jesus.
What the fuck?
I keep getting 4s on my guidances.
That's good.
19 is huge though. Sure, this blood is old. Not old enough. It's not brown. It's not black. It's not. It is completely dry, but it has not gone through its changes of chemical change to change it enough color-wise to. Like we're talking weeks, not months.
Okay.
And the bugs still sort of.
What kind of bugs are they?
Mostly ants.
Yo!
Yeah.
Ants!
The ant nest.
Probably a few roller beetles and stuff. A few I think they're called skaters. Slaters, thank you.
I'm just thinking of little
Wait,
guys on
wait.
skateboards.
Hmm?
I'm just thinking of little guys on skateboards now.
Sure. But no, there's these bugs there that are currently lapping up blood,
Whatever this blood came from
Or
is
is-
like.
carrying dried blood away.
Okay, whatever this blood is like. It's not like old, but it's not like new. It's like in the middle.
Sounds like we will be doing a
It
good deal by killing this creature.
looked very scary.
Or making a deal with it. I'm always down for a good deal.
Oh, but
I
Deal with the creature?
I am at heart a businessman.
Well, it didn't really seem like it when you were saying like fish to the guy down.
That is an excellent alibi, that one. The fish alibi. Fishy Kid is a great alibi.
I just didn't say anything.
Remember that. Fishy Kid.
I don't fishy kid.
Fishy Keith. You
Fishy
need the name
Keith,
as well.
okay.
It's like 16 tablets which have some random guy that only says the words fish and Keith.
Does fish mean yes and Keith means no?
No, fish means fish and Keith is a name.
Okay, well.
Yeah, you
okay.
idiot.
Because it made so much sense before.
It's okay, I didn't understand it.
Anyway, so can I get through the wall or do I need to make more hole?
You can shovel your way through the door.
Can I light a torch?
The wall will become. The
I
hole
have
in
a
the wall will
lantern
become
that I can
larger.
light. I don't think my normal lantern I can light.
We're going in.
I mean, I
I
got
don't
dark
think
vision.
I mean, it looks pretty scary over there, so I don't want to go in there. But I will if you guys want to.
I don't want to.
Well, there's a hole in your wall now, so like...
Well, I feel like we're obligated to find out why the hell there's like this person in a crawl space behind where I was gonna sleep. So
with some ungodly entity in it, and then an infernal, I'm just gonna say, "Come here, wild boy."
Cool.
Okay.
So you guys see that? And I yell at his fucking crawl space.
that sounded like.
I never heard that language before.
What? I literally spoke that with the demon before.
Yeah, but like before then, no.
It's a fun one. We still for the fun.
No, I
He's
just.
kind of aggressive, Ren.
Yeah.
Are you sure you want to be besties with him? I mean, like, I have
I never
issues,
said that I was
right?
besties with Ishak.
Well,
We just have party glasses.
all I'm saying is that I was feeling pretty left out, but it's cool.
I'm
Whatever.
really sorry about that. I'll make sure that, like, genuinely, I'll make sure to include
It
you
sharks
next
through the
time.
hole now in the wall.
Fine. Let's go through the fucking hole. Do
I-
whatever Ishak says.
No, I agree with you. I don't want to go through the hole.
Should we just leave Ishak?
It's like standing in a hole in the wall, be like, "Are you guys coming?" Or like,
Fine.
we've like half rendered this wall at this
Fine.
point.
Ren, would you feel better in between Ishak and I.
I mean, I can kill things if things trying to attack me, but
Yeah, but you know, you're like.
maybe I'll get lost if I'm in the back.
I mean, arguably your magic
What
would be
if
the
you
most
get,
effective
like-
against something like
What
this.
if you get like snatched or something?
Oh.
Well, that'd be fun.
Well, I don't think that's fun.
I don't know. Someone tried to snatch me once.
What do you mean?
They tried to kidnap me.
What do you
And
mean?
you know,
did-
well, sometimes
were
you're
trying-
doing.
There's like a creepy thing in the wall, and you've been snatched by something like this. What
Not
do you
like
mean?
this. More just like someone was like, "Oh, you work for this person. I'm going to kidnap you and ransom you," and then they pushed them off a building.
You pushed them off the building
Yeah.
after they snatched you or before,
Well, they tried to snatch me.
but you weren't actually snatched.
No,
Okay.
no. I just pushed them off a building.
Okay.
It was just regular murder,
This
really.
feels like an inopportune time to like dissect.
I'm like standing in this wall, like a creepy thing. I'm like, yeah, I was kidnapped once. Well, at least tried to.
Maybe. I mean, sure. Let's go in the fucking hole in the wall.
Okay, I'll be in the middle.
Does my dark vision help?
Averagely,
Don't
what,
worry,
what are you
I'll
trying
be
to help
looking
it
back.
do?
Or
Every
just,
2
just
seconds
no,
to make
just
sure
like
you
whilst
don't
I'm in the
snatch.
wall.
Yeah. What if I get snatched?
No, it's okay.
then?
I'm watching. I watch things.
You're. Oh right.
I
I
watch.
don't.
That's okay. I'll watch for
Where
it.
does this wall go, Xander?
Yeah.
The wall goes along, and there's a square hole in the floor. If you progress your way up across the sort of dirty, murky area, there is a ladder that goes down into darkness.
Can I light a torch?
Have you not currently lit a torch?
I can light one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'll light a torch.
Well, you now have a lit torch.
I
in
drop
which
it down the hole.
You drop it down the hole.
I'll pull out my torch and light it.
Anything down the hole?
I feel like we kind of need light. We can't just be dropping shit.
The
You
torch
can't see in the dark.
falls and clatters down
No.
to the bottom. There is a wooden floor underneath.
Oh no. Gasoline everywhere.
And it sort of casts light around the ladder in a small radius as the darkness sort of eats up around it. And
Can I set fire to the floor or no?
not yet.
Alright, I'm gonna
Um,
quickly. We probably shouldn't have done that. I'm gonna start scurrying down the ladder.
This is why we think before we do things.
Yeah, I think he's overrated. He's cat.
Well, could everyone roll me initiative?
Sure. I was gonna say really quickly.
Yeah.
As we go towards the ladder or whatever, can I look for any signs of like markings on the walls, anything that might have been like scratched? I'll take a turn to do that in initiative anyway.
You
but
can do that beforehand if you would like to roll for that
Yeah.
now, and I'll give you
I just
a
wanted to
sort of
see
vague
any
outline.
like identifiable things. So I know it's like a corridor, and I know we've got the blood, but are there any like scratch marks in the wall? Are there any like chain marks that look like somebody's been detained here? Any like old bones or anything like that?
Give me a roll.
Um,
And an investigation roll once you're +9.
motherfucker.
Yeah, send it.
I'm sending it. Full fucking send. That is 21.
21.
Love my 21s. I've been rolling so many 12s tonight.
Wow, very good. So what happens there is you see, you have trouble seeing down the hole because it's quite a tight corridor, and Ishak's currently at the bottom of the ladder, having gone to pick up the torch, and you're at the top of the ladder. So actually, no, you can see down the hole pretty well, but you can see there's some sort of scrapes and scratches on the walls specifically. Where you were, non-identifiable and more a natural occurrence than a sort of board carver or anything. You can see there's scratches on the edges of the hole where the ladder has sort of been moved. You can see, and aside from that, nothing else super useful. You can see down the hole there's some crates and stuff at the bottom. And this, if you were to think logistically where it was in the tavern, this is sort of behind the kitchen.
Okay.
Um,
There's nothing in the corridor?
no,
It's like, okay.
absolutely tiny corridor that is
Sure.
literally just a corridor with a few gaps for, like, barely even a gap. It was genuinely just wind underneath.
Okay.
But enough to be able to listen through.
Cool.
And now, give me your rolls.
4.
For
Oh,
Very
I
good.
haven't rolled it. I'm very sorry.
that's okay.
How you going?
19.
Which one do I go?
Jesus.
It'd be good if it's at the top of the ladder still. It'd be bad if it's the bottom.
What is it? 15.
Okay.
Dun, 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 dun.
I
sure?
wonder if the room at the bottom is a nice enclosed room.
You know it is. Except you don't.
Fireball!
Spirit
Ishak,
six.
Ren, and Kai. Kai is 15?
Yeah.
15. And this creature, Kai, 15,
It's salad fingers in the wall.
is a natural 1.
Oh, that's
Get
good.
fucked.
But I still think it beats you, sorry.
What the fuck's its dex?
No, it equals you. What's your dex?
But I got a +2 to dex, so I got a 4.
It beats you. It's got a +3 to dex.
So it's the same as me.
It's the same as you, but it's technically first with its higher dexterity.
Crit failed.
Did you also? No, you didn't crit fail.
No, I
You
got
rolled a
2.
2. Yeah.
I did crit fail.
Oh
well.
Because it's not technically a crit fail on it.
Hey,
It's just a roll. But in any case, it gets a surprise round and jumps on Ishak at the bottom of the stairs.
yucky.
Oh, wonderful.
A surprise round.
So,
Shoot it with my Glock.
from the shadows, striking forth, comes another shadow, moving much more skillfully than all the others that sort of waver in the light of the fire. And a dashing blade strikes its way towards you for a 12 to hit,
That does not hit.
and then again for a 19 to hit.
That does hit.
And scraping across your armor, 6 damage.
Okay. Hellish will be please.
Go for it. Roll me damage.
I was gonna make a dex save.
Yeah. What do I need to do?
14.
14. That is a 9. Roll your damage.
Did I fail?
No. It succeeds.
Didn't I have like a +3 to dex before? Alright.
But saving throws is more than it's just regular dex.
Give me a sec. 16, 17 damage total.
17 damage. You watch the flames creep outwards from your body in this explosive blast as the shadow dips down, moving its body to the floor, and the flames pass over it, not even touching. And we move on to our actual first turn of combat. Go Ren, standing behind Kai currently.
Go, Ren.
Um,
Oh, no, Ren's in front of me.
Ren's in front of you?
Ren's in front of me.
Okay. Well, then you're standing at the top of the ladder, looking down on this scene of the torch on the floor and a figure attacking Ishak.
Okay.
And you, being of better vision and better base perception, can see this figure sort of dancing around the edges of the light, striking in and out.
Ooh. But it's near Ishak on my turn.
Yes,
Okay, cool. Would my 30-foot movement get me down the ladder?
absolutely. But it's pretty crowded down there. Ishak is currently standing at the base of the ladder.
Can I, so how can I do, Ishak, move! Get out of the way! Okay.
You sit on me. Like.
Activate turret
What
mode.
the fuck?
I mean, that could work.
You 100% could. Or you could just stay at the top of the ladder.
No, but then how's Kai gonna shoot people?
Through us.
Okay.
Like a rooftop
So
turret.
there's no space other than sitting on Ishak's shoulders to
Well, Ishak's just standing at the base of the ladder.
You could
There's
100%
other
just push
space
me.
around Ishak.
So I can just I can get into the room. It's fine. Right.
You'd have to maneuver around Ishak. He's like, there's a ladder and Ishak's standing up against the ladder.
Okay.
But like,
I
it's
can-
doable.
I can climb down the ladder and I can move to an empty space in the room.
Can you move? I think
You
it's
can't
difficult
move through
terrain
creatures.
to
Difficult
move
terrain
through
to
someone
move through
else's
creatures.
movement.
I-
But it would be also through the shadowy figures
Okay,
attack
fine.
range.
I stay on the ladder and I cast Spirit Guardians
Okay.
at the ladder then, alright? I won't
No,
get
you
off the
can.
ladder.
You just there's
No,
stuff
no,
at the bottom of the
Too
ladder.
much effort to get off the ladder.
If you would like suggestions, you could probably climb down the ladder and try to swing around to the back of the ladder to go down it, or you could try and jump from the ladder.
I just stand at the ladder.
Beautiful. Spirit Guardians, cast it.
That's the casting sound.
Yeah.
Wisdom save for me, please.
Oh, that's good for you.
Oh.
And what does it need to save on?
A 16.
16. It fails a wisdom save.
That's 23 points of damage.
23 points of damage. Owie. Jesus.
I rolled an 8 and an 8 and then a 7.
From the floorboard, sort of the bugs correlate and spirits form around them as woodland creatures of light form strike across this figure and carve up their heels from where they had dodged the great fire coming from Ishak's body.
And then I'd like him to make another wisdom save for my bonus action.
How much damage was that again?
23.
23. I'm going to make another wisdom save, this time succeeding.
Oh, well then it doesn't do anything.
Oh, okay.
Then it's
Well,
an L.
23 is still a huge
Ew.
amount of damage.
But it could be more. I could
True.
add another 24 more if I hit.
Next in the line of combat is Kai.
Perfect. I'm going to head up to the ladder.
Ren's on the ladder like.
Ren's on the
is on the
ladder,
ladder.
and there is not room for two people to stand abreast, so you'd have to figure something out.
I can't jump down past Ren.
You could, but you'd have to jump like past Ren. You wouldn't be able to like stand in Ren's space.
Yeah, that's fine.
hmm
And it's like 5 foot down,
It's about 10 foot down,
10 foot down.
but still.
I don't think I'd break my legs though.
No.
Okay, well I'll jump down.
So you sort of slink your way past Ren, blood on the wall sort of scraping
Because I
off on
can't. Sorry, before I jump down, I can't get the creature without hitting Ishak, right? And Ren. If I.
You have to move past both of them. Or are you...
If I'm shooting it with my gun though,
Yeah.
I have to have like. I would prefer to have a clear line of sight rather than for them to have 3/4 or like half cover behind Ishak or Ren. So can I get a clear shot on the creature or no?
If you wanted to, you could scrape past Ren and get sort of blood on your jacket and then hang on the top of the ladder and look down there. There's a tiny amount of room for you at the top of the ladder. There's like 3 feet of space because Ishak is 7 foot. For you to like hang at the top and try and shoot down, I think you would roll with disadvantage with your proximity to the
I'm not gonna do
shadow
that.
creature.
Yeah, I'm not gonna do that.
But you don't currently have any line of sight at all on the creature.
Yeah, I'll jump down. It's fine.
You'll jump
I'll
down,
jump
so
down. Yep.
you still squeeze past Ren, the flakes of blood, and you've got to do a athletics check if you're going to jump for me.
Yeah.
And where are you jumping to? There's
Athletics check, or did you say? What did you say?
athletics.
It's only 12.
12, that's still enough. Where would you like to jump to in this space?
Can I get a kind of look at where the creature might be? Like,
Yes.
Like a sense, see if I can hear it.
You
I
can
would-
see it.
Okay. Would I be able to jump behind it?
Yes, you could. It goes ladder, Ishak, creature, and then you jump behind it.
Yeah.
And there's enough sort of directional movement to be able to get down there.
I'd like to do that.
You
if
would be
possible.
within its space.
That's fine.
Excellent. And there you are. The shadows behind you, the creature in front of you. You're further into the darkness and now outside of the torchlight. You can't see much in this room, but there are crates and boxes stacked around of things of unknown stuff. And the sort of room stretches on behind you a bit, you feel.
I'm going to tap the creature on the shoulder, try and get it to turn around. Surprise, bitch! And I'm gonna I'm gonna fire at it.
Go for it.
And thankfully, I have a feat that lets me ignore the 5 foot range. So, I'm just a regular. Oh, actually, it's engaged with Ishak, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Sneak attack for me.
Let's go!
And advantage already, I think, because I'd be flanking it with Ishak. Or no? Ew.
This is as flanking it as you get by tapping it on the
Yep.
shoulder to surprise it.
Mm-hmm. I mean, it's 12 plus 8, so 20.
Your finger meets a hard leather as you tap it on the shoulder, and its shoulder slips and turns in a movement to catch glimpse of you as you've darted over its head. You hit it,
Mm-hmm.
and the bullet strikes it on, again, shoulder plate of hard armor. And how much damage does it do?
Ew. Not that much. 6 plus my... It's D6. Oh, that's 10 points of damage.
And its shoulder is pushed back as it sort of stumbles half a step. Its eyes are glinting, looking up at you and seeing your form. Still shrouded in shadow as you are, though, not making much of a recognition at all. Leading us to the next turn of combat, it is back to the figure.
Wisdom save.
Wisdom save.
Wisdom save.
That is a 9.
It's 18 more damage.
18 more damage.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Sorry.
That's insane.
Stop putting me in rooms!
There's only one dude. So Spirit Guidance is within a radius, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
15 around me. Also, their movement's halved when they are affected by it.
Okay. Well, these little creatures sort of wrap and curl, and there's probably a badger and a bird and a small carpet snake, I imagine,
You're a snake.
that latches onto them, and they shake it off their leg.
I'm a snake.
They move.
Gaily.
They move fluidly and choose to stay where they are for the time, and they take 2 attacks against you, Holly. And it's Kai, this little
These
blade
random
that it
creatures
has.
or the actual creature?
The shadowy figure
Oh.
takes 2 attacks against you.
Oh, well, I thought maybe.
A natural 20 for the first one,
Sure.
which I believe hits.
Yeah.
And 6, 5, 3. That is 15 damage in total. 6, 5, 3. That is not 15 damage. That is 14 damage in total. As this blade slices out and goes for sort of your armpit area. And your coat catches most of it, but avoids... But still it nicks your skin. And the second strike, again, for a 15 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
Oh, we're not doing that. As you take an additional 5 damage. And now roll me a
What were we doing?
Constitution save.
Oh, okay.
Just looking at the damage here, I'm like,
20.
20?
Not natural.
Still, you succeed. You succeed on the save, and you feel this sort of unnatural ebb in your armpit where you were struck, and it doesn't feel good.
Oh, Ren, my armpit feels weird.
I'm coming!
And now 1 attack is drawn against you, Ishak, as the figure turns for a 19 and slashes outwards, dealing 9 more damage to you. And I would also like a Constitution save from you.
Damage. Constitution save. 14.
14,
13.
13.
Where's my dice go?
You take an additional 8 damage
Guys!
as this black
Ren, my
ichor-
armpit!
You were slashed on the chest. What armor are you wearing again?
Chainmail.
Chainmail? Where does it cover? Because this figure has quite an astute eye to them and is looking for your weak points.
It's chainmail.
Where is more lightly covered on your body?
The armpit.
like arms?
The arms?
Because what's
Your
chainmail would be like
arms a bear on the design. Like
Yeah. so it'll be like my arms and stuff.
Well, then a knife would sort of want to be
Yeah, give me
slashing
a hero
across
forge.
that, and you get a cut that
Me a hero forge.
ebbs angrily, and
You
discolors,
can't imagine from the Surfer Cowboy.
leading us to your turn though, Ishak.
Cool.
I can't, but it stresses me.
Yeah, I will action surge this time.
I'm a
Actually,
visual
no.
person.
Before I action surge, I will just try to attack normally once. Did the Hellish Rebuke fire damage do any damage to it? Like, hit point wise, did it reduce its hit point even though it saved?
You can roll me a check on that.
It's
You can roll me a check.
because I know it succeeded, but does that mean does it have like a resistance to it? Like, did it show resist?
You're unsure currently, unless you roll me a check of some kind. It's
What-
not going to be a super high DC. Investigation, perception,
Cool.
any of those would sort of fit the bill.
New perception.
Lovely.
No, that's a new perception. That's a 19.
19, absolutely. No, you can see it dodged your flames entirely. Not a single flame touched them as they pressed themselves to the floor.
Okay.
Since you already have that knowledge, I can tell you that they have evasion as an
Oh.
ability.
Cool.
So they succeeded
that
on the
bitch.
save, and they dodged all the flames. Unfortunately, that doesn't affect wisdom saves, so
Yeah.
it just gets beat up by these little creatures that eat it from the floor.
Cool. I'll make one attack with my glaive.
Yeah, hungry.
8 doesn't hit.
No, it does not hit.
Cool. I'll action surge.
It sort of, with its forearm of tough leather, bats your blade away.
That's a natural 20 on my action. So
The natural 20 does hit.
Can I use my blood of Graicon?
Yeah, you can.
So that's that. So do you double the damage or do I double the dice? Because
Flat, you get the damage, and then you roll the dice.
cool. So that would be 28.
Not for the blood of Gryacon, just for your
The
weapon
normal?
attack.
Cool. Then so glaive is a 10.
So that's 13 plus a D10 plus 3d6.
Devil deals.
Yeah. 9,
Wouldn't be me.
15, 18, 19. That's 29 plus 3. 29, 32 damage.
32 damage. No one's gotten a good look at this figure right yet.
Wonderful. I don't know, like right up on its fucking.
But you're still both in shadow.
Oh.
And it's
Even though I'm holding a torch.
darting around. Well, you're not holding a torch. The torch is on the floor.
Did I pick up the torch?
You did not pick up the torch. It attacked you before, as you went to pick up the torch. That was its surprise round.
Sure.
Cool. And then I'll use my bonus action to second wind.
Beautiful.
Rawr XD.
I can't do anything serious in these games. Nothing serious can happen.
L.
What do you mean? Hang on, hold on a second. What do you mean? You're complaining about things not being serious enough?
Currently, yeah.
And yet, in my campaign, just sat there eating a fucking avocado like an apple.
I was eating. I was not bringing attention to it. That one does. I think you've got cases for other times at me, but that time, no, I was just
saying,
eating.
I think there's a pattern.
I was just eating that time.
Revenge rounds.
Okay. Lucky you die. You
Got
might. You
Guys,
might
I don't
next
have a
time.
diamond, so this... we need to get one of those.
Yeah, true.
Oh no, what if we die?
Did you have extra damage?
No.
Did you
I
have...
healed
I
myself
don't have
9
money
hit
for
points.
it.
Oh, and that was all of it? Which leads us back to Ren on your turn.
Can I make my way to Kai? Is like
Make my way.
it just it's like touch range? Can I?
No.
What do you mean no?
You'd have... Well, from where you are, you'd have... So there's the ladder,
Uh huh.
there's Ishak and the dude, and then there's Kai behind the dude.
Okay.
So you'd also have to... You'd have to leapfrog as well.
Come on, Ren!
You'd have to, like, jump your way down as well.
No, I don't.
Ren,
To-
I'll
to
catch
touch
you.
it? You make me a case for it.
I don't
Okay.
Ren, just
because
jump!
I'm just gonna face step.
Okay.
Oh, sick.
Super reasonable.
Ren, jump, I'll catch you!
Oh, that's scary.
He's still standing there with
Yeah.
my arms held out.
So That's my bonus action. Also, I need to double check what the winter phase step does. I'm sorry, it's currently
Ice
set.
knife again.
No.
Not a second character with ice knife.
Oh, I don't know actually. I'm sorry, it's set to summer at the moment. I need to quickly.
Summer.
Yeah, I'm not summer anymore. I have to go in and edit the character. There's no way you can edit it on like the normal
That
feed.
shit.
So apologies. I'm gonna take a screenshot of these so that it's in my.
Okay.
Okay.
Check my phone.
Um, when I use my face up in winter, one creature of my choice that I can see within 5 feet must succeed on a wisdom saving throw. And it would be 16 would be the DC, or be frightened until the end of my next turn.
And you're gonna cast it on.
The shadow creature!
Me.
No, on the table. It
For the record,
fails.
I would have succeeded.
It fails the check.
Hey, Xander.
Yeah.
That really awesome creature you made?
Why I have to give everything like super amounts of additional health
Yeah.
because Ren's just a fucking
Nukes with the Spirit
Machine.
Guardians, I know.
yeah.
Lucky I just barely cast spells out.
No.
I'm just busy healing. I'm like, I can't do any actions.
Okay.
Please help.
Yeah, so now that it's I don't know what frightened does.
It means they have to use all their movement to move away from
Yeah.
you.
But
And
their
they,
movement's also halved if they're affected by
Yeah.
they also have disadvantage on all attacks once you're in line of sight of them.
Cool.
This is a fun fact about that one.
And I cast Cure Wounds on Kai.
Slay.
Treat.
This is fucked up. These dice hate you. It's only 9.
It's
I rolled a
okay.
1 and a
Hey, I'll
3.
take it. Anything's better than
Yeah. I'm trying.
pocket heals.
And that's my
Yeah.
bonus action and my action done.
Don't forget ability checks as well for the disadvantage.
That brings us to Kai.
Sure. Is it so? It's moved. It's moving away from.
No, it's not moved yet.
It's not its turn yet.
Oh, so it moves on its turn. Okay, cool. Well, I'm just gonna. Thank you, Ren.
I'll try.
And I'm going to always like a bus driver. I'm
True.
gonna shoot it.
Cool.
And I have advantage.
You should have had advantage as well. Sorry, Lucky, because you're flanking with Kai currently.
Yeah.
Did you use the advantage?
No.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, I failed one and then it's
Um,
action search for advantage. Yeah, cool, it's not 20.
Basically a bit.
I'm going to also use a grit point to make it a violent shot. And then if it hits, then I roll 1 additional weapon damage die per grit point. So that's just
Sure.
one.
Sure.
Where am I at? Not that one. That's 16.
Ooh, does that hit? Yes, it does.
Perfect. Let's go. So that is. No, wrong dice. Wrong dice. 12, so 15. And then I gotta add my d6. Not great, 17. And I'm gonna action search.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna cheeky action search.
We love having 2 fighters. Gun! Gun!
Gun! That's 24 to hit.
Yeah, that hits.
11 points of damage.
11 points of damage.
Yeah.
Gee whizzy whiz. I want you to know that before I buffed this creature, this was meant to be a deadly level encounter. Before I buffed it. And you're still walking on it.
I'm going to extend my arm out after I say, thanks, Ren. I'm going to shoot in the back of the head as I'm assuming it turns to try and flee.
Yeah, like.
And then I'm going to shoot it in its Achilles. Those are my 2 shots.
Do you? Is there any effective thing from shooting in its Achilles, or is it just an
No, just
aesthetic
for the
thing?
flavour.
Yeah. Well, it is slowed anyway.
Well, the violent shot is supposed to. It makes it obviously a bit more aggressive. So I
Yeah.
assume the bullet that I used to fire just kind of explodes. Like
Thanks,
shotgun.
bud. Bang.
Yeah.
Ren's like right next to you as well, so it's like ah. That noise.
Sorry, that was pretty loud.
Well, this creature trying to figure out this creature is trying to like figure out where it stands in this situation, trying to stay high to avoid the crazy critters on the floor that nip at its heels, creating small wounds, trying to stay low to avoid glaive and fire and bullet. And there's only one real way to, if up and down not working, then away is your only rational choice, along with your forced choice. Thank you to the frightened condition, which I think I roll.
It's just frightened until my next turn. So once my turn's over.
Okay.
But you do have to roll a wisdom save.
Yes. And I fail it.
Okay.
Get fucked.
So that's 14 more damage.
14 more damage.
I love maths.
The creature is bleeding from like 7 different holes on its body. Its blood dripping to the floor in agonizing motions as it takes the disengage action and flees its way up the ladder
At half movement speed.
at half movement speed. She's a very speedy boy. Can it take the dodge action as
No.
dodge action as well? That's not for you to decide.
No.
Thank you, Lucky.
Here to help.
And you are correct, unfortunately, because it does not have an ability that I thought it had. And so it makes its way up the ladder and is now stood at the top of the ladder.
Oh, fuck, that's fast.
Not that fast. I don't know how. The ladder wasn't that far away.
And it's only 10 foot.
So standing at the top of the ladder.
Yeah, it's standing at the top of the ladder.
At the end of its turn.
Yes.
That's my turn.
Yeah, no, it is your turn.
Right, I'll just blast it and pull it back down again.
Yeah, you go.
No!
Come back here, boy.
We are
I love
bling.
how we
Yeah.
just like murked the shit out of this guy.
At a certain point, you've got to ask who's the real villain.
It's me. It's always been me. I haven't hit that bit.
I don't know if it's been you.
It's me.
First attack's a 13. I don't think that hits.
That doesn't hit.
I just cast a spell. I don't know what you're on about.
I rolled a 3 again, so that's 13 again. I missed
Doesn't
both
hit.
of them. So fuck.
But it brings us back to Ren's turn.
No, well, I've got movement.
Oh, you've got movement?
I'm gonna
Feel
climb
free.
the ladder.
You can move to the top of the ladder, but you can't get up the ladder because he's in that space currently.
Can I not move past him?
Don't look at me. I don't know the rules.
Movement within a space, I think you have to be equivalent to the creature size, or oh no, if it's
But
not
also
your
it's an
ally, then
enemy
you can't,
creature.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think you move through an
Yeah.
enemy space like that. So
You
no.
can't.
Unless you want to flavor me some sort of situation. You want to... How would you do it? But without
Push.
more...
That would be a shove attack, I guess.
Yeah.
So no.
No, not in this circumstance, sorry.
Cool.
Anything more from you?
I'm just checking if I've got any bonus action shenanigans.
Okay. Okay.
You can't pull it back down the ladder, or no?
No. So Ishak fired off 2 Eldritch blasts from the bottom of the ladder, both sort of striking the ceiling and the wall as the creature
Yeah.
nimbly sort of on this constant like shoulder to shoulder movement, slipping both blasts. So there was no pull action
Yeah,
that
okay.
occurred from that.
Okay.
What if we just killed this guy's son? We're just killing this guy's son. He's just some random guy in the wall.
Why not? Alright, I'm gonna cast Hex on it. That's a bonus action, I can do that.
Sure.
And so yeah, I do extra damage to it.
Does that affect anything this turn?
No, he also has disadvantage on all wisdom checks.
Cool. We'll run on to Ren's turn.
So There's technically no feasible way for me to climb up the ladder, right?
No, Ishak is on the ladder and he's at the top of the ladder.
Yeah, okay, but can I see a space behind the shadow guy at the top of the ladder? I can see that there's space there.
No.
I faced it.
I can see that there's like... What do you mean?
So let me describe it to you. So you're at So you'd have to go around Kai. So you couldn't get to the bottom of the ladder because Ishak is 7 foot and you're more than 3 foot.
Big.
And the ladder's only 10 foot itself. So you could get behind it and you can see the ceiling and the walls, but you can't see the floor.
How high
Well,
up
you
is-
can see space though. You can see the space of, like, you assume there's a.
It's quite a steep angle.
Can I see the ceiling? Like, when we were in the corridor, how high was the ceiling from the little thing that goes into the...
Stretched all the way is the same as the other ceiling. So about, like, imagine this room in height.
Yeah, Ren could teleport to the ceiling.
Ren could teleport to the ceiling? Yeah, well, in that
I
case...
clipped through the wall.
Yeah, could I teleport the ceiling above the shadow creature, drop down on it, and cast Inflict Wounds?
Yes. Yes, that is within.
Oh, also, it'll need to make a wisdom save for the fear again.
Yes, I figured that.
I would be scared if Ren's just like.
Spider monkey!
Oh yeah.
Because you'll be moving back into its space. It won't.
Oh no, yeah, but that'll be
but-
on its turn.
But I thought it had escaped it. It had not.
Yeah, no.
You're putting it back in. It's like, please,
Yeah.
let me away from the creatures.
So I'll roll for that Inflict Wounds. No, it's only a 24 to hit.
Yeah, it hits.
Let me get my other D10.
Push it back down the hole.
Ren can't do that.
Inflict wounds to push it down the hole.
Does the Inflict Wounds push it down the hole? Ooh.
I feel like the weight of you just like dropping on top of this guy.
Maybe.
Yeah, I drop on the guy and cast Inflict Wounds for 19 more damage.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ. This
Die,
guy is
bitch.
looking rough with
Die,
a
bitch.
capital R. 19, you said?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And now I've fallen on top of him as well. Does that like make him prone or something?
We will see. You've also got to give me a roll for acrobatics for how well you topple with this guy.
Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, that's an 18.
It's an 18. This guy rolled a 21.
Okay.
So I'll say you're sort of. What would happen here? So you've jumped to the top of the room. You've fallen from the ceiling, and he's taken this damage that sort of raked up his body. And I guess you're occupying the same space technically in this very close.
I'm on his
proximity.
shoulders, like, yeah!
You're not on his shoulder unless you were planning to get on his shoulder, but he dodged you for the most part.
Okay.
So you're just sort of standing very close together right now.
Are you behind or in front of him?
Neither. Well,
Well, I aimed to just go to the space that was on top of him, so...
yes. For my current ruling, you're both occupying the same space, very, very like too close together.
Hey!
If we were to wait the whole 6 seconds, it would be like a well. So
Also, did you roll that other wisdom save for me?
no, I didn't. He succeeds. Oh wait, what is it?
16.
Fuck, he doesn't succeed.
So he's frightened, so he won't attack me!
Yeah.
Yay!
He might still attack you. He can
Well,
still.
he can try.
He can
still
try.
attack you. It's just gonna disadvantage from attacking you.
Which brings us to Kai's turn. Currently, you've.
Throw a grenade.
Yeah,
I throw a frag. I can't get up the ladder.
yeah, that was my issue too.
Sure.
You missed your attacks and you're like, yes, I'm gonna go and block the ladder for everyone.
Why did you just say I climb all the way up the fucking ladder?
Oh, because the dude was standing at the top of the ladder. So, Lockie couldn't get up the ladder, to be fair.
What's the space like on the ladder? Like, can I?
Like between my legs, bag and just foot.
Ishak's huge, I'm sorry.
No. I mean, like,
Can I not stand on like the top of the ladder? Like surely I'm not just holding onto it. I'm
You-
standing above the hole.
I
But
just
like you
wanna
still
get-
take up most of the room on the ladder. Far more room than to fit another person on there. Especially another big person.
can I not like?
John, please.
Can I not parkour up the wall to just hang and then pull myself up?
It's like a person-sized hole. It's like Ishak takes up a lot of the room. Ishak's either
I thought
on
I
the
could
ladder.
jump though from before. Could I not?
I did say that.
So surely there would be enough space for me to like spring my way up and then hang on and try and pull.
It's really not
If
the
it's
way
like a running jump.
the way you jump before you sort of slung yourself over the top of Ishak. Like you can find line of sight on the dude. You will be shooting like through and past Ishak.
I don't want to do that though.
But there's 3 people currently just like stacked into the closest space right now. There's really, you'd have to give me like
Okay.
a big line of
I'm
reasoning.
gonna hold my
you could get around
action
it. Okay.
to shoot this creature for if it's pulled down, or when a ship gets out of the way.
Okay.
So when I get a clear line of sight on the creature, I'm gonna hold my action.
Okay.
So it can't move through Ren's space and it can't move through mine.
You'd have to pull it down, I guess.
Yeah.
So
But it has the frightened condition,
Yeah.
so I guess maybe
it is the
direction to
creature's
run would be down.
it is the creature's turn. It fails another wisdom save.
21.
Takes another 21 damage. It is looking so bad right now. It's looking so bad, so sad.
Ren's the big.
You can actually see on its calves, there's like flesh being pulled away by these savage woodland creatures. There's like the badger that I mentioned before actually has a chunk of flesh in its mouth. As
They're friendly. They're
just the worst bits of body are exposed
Bagel
on this
2.0.
guy's legs. He is now also standing in enough light, I will say, that you can get a look at him. And what you see before you is a guy. It is a dude with very sort of like wiry, curly black hair, a wiry build as well, and just a very sort of like dark black leather armor set that sort of seems a little fashionable as well.
Random man in the wall.
And he has on him a very large dagger that has these sort of like black sort of curved engravings along it.
We should have done this.
no remorse.
Oh no.
And he turns and runs, giving Ishak and Ren
Opportunity attack.
opportunity attacks. As with fear in his eyes and blood down his legs and shoulders and things like
21
that.
to hit?
Hmm?
21?
21 hits.
50? 20 to hit?
50.
Not even a 5.
I was gonna say 15, but then I had to add
20
5.
hits as well. As both attacks hit as this creature turns, as this man turns to run.
Give me a sec.
I'd so
I'll be able
wish
to add
this-
more
this
damage
guy
to this.
sucked.
There is a chance if you roll high, I will say, a peek behind the curtain, that you could kill him on this turn.
Give me a sec.
But you would need to roll high damage.
Bro, I got a dagger.
It's unlikely you will, but there's a chance that Lucky will.
I rolled pretty well
Or
damage
maybe
wise.
Ishak goes first.
Give me a sec.
Well, you're both
And
going
then I get to
simultaneously.
Just give me a sec, because I think I've got a feature that allows me to add fire damage as well.
Do you mean the blood?
No, I've got another one.
Can
Okay.
I add my thingy?
You
to-
can add your blood, so it might be you.
Where is it? Oh, I could have done that for some low damage. Improve critical. Oh, it's a 9. What is it?
Look at these. This is
Remember?
awesome.
C3.
I healed.
I will ask you to speed along a little bit.
So I hit with an attack roll.
Yeah.
Does that count? So that's once a long rest. What? Wait, never mind. Once during each of your turns when you hit an attack roll, you can deal an extra 3 fire damage. So I just always do an extra 3. Alright, cool. That's 14 damage, 3 of its fire.
14 damage, 3 of its fire. Okay, so that's just this. You can see the fire burn and singe as though it were normal skin, and this creature doesn't appear to have resistance of any kind. Let me count real quick.
Killing this dude.
This dude looks sad.
Bro, when he starts running, I'm gonna fucking try Eldritch Blast him again. I'm gonna make that clear now.
Ren.
The amount of noise in this.
Yeah, there's been like. Shing, shing. You've shot 2 bullets. You shot 4 bullets.
yeah.
Ren.
Just 18.
18 damage. Okay, let's maths real quick. Do you make it?
That's over 30.
Yeah. I think. I still need to maths it.
31.
Let me just.
Okay.
I got to maths it from a different point. What'd you say? 18?
Mm-hmm. I gotta
18,
use my charge.
So that's 67. That's
I'm just using all 3 at once.
Yeah.
77. Yeah. You just make it across the line. And
Ren.
Ren reaches out with a dagger, just
My
sort of
knife.
nicking. Lucky Ishak also stabbing forward as flames engulf the back of this person as they
Manifest
try
Lachlan.
to like run away,
Lachlan is my totem animal.
and flames lap up across their body, across their face, and you see like this wispy essence leave the back of their form and sort of get pulled downwards to the floor, screaming slightly but very lightly. Like you can only just hear the screams as the body slumps and this essence is dragged away. And
That's so ominous.
before you lies the form of this sort of like youngish man.
What do we do with the body?
Ishak, get off the fucking ladder, dude!
Oh, sorry. Drop the body to the ladder.
Thunk. The body falls and there's this burned essence.
Got him.
This is just a guy. This is just some dude.
Yeah.
What the hell?
I don't know. He's dead now.
I'm gonna check his pockets.
Okay. Roll me a check to grab stuff.
What the fuck did we just
Investigation?
fight? We just some random guy that's fast.
24!
24? Yeah, okay. You find on him his knife,
Yeah.
which is this beautifully engraved thing. You can pick it up if you like, and it is
Sure.
it's you felt it and it hurt bad. So you imagine it does something. His armor is pretty shot to shit. It's like semi there still, but it's burned around the edges and there's scrapes and like cuts on it from the damage that it's taken. And there is also, I'm going to roll a little d4 for how much gold is on this person. There's 10 gold.
Sick, I'll
Yeah.
take it. Yeah, there's no like personal effects or anything?
No,
Okay.
not him currently.
There's nothing to indicate. I mean, I'm gonna look around the space after, but there's nothing to indicate like who he is, what he is.
I would like to remind you politely that no one has picked up the torch yet. And it is fine currently,
Oh, sure.
but
Yeah,
Does me dropping the body on it muffle the fire?
sure, we can have that. I mean, if it's just aesthetics, yeah, you can drop
I
the
was
body.
gonna pick up the torch anyway.
Yeah.
To look around the space.
Are you guys okay? Do you need me to like fix you up or anything?
My
I look at this
armpit
pussy
still
wound
hurts.
I've got in my arm. I'm like, yeah, it'll be right.
Are you
Yeah.
sure?
Yeah.
You're cut up. You even have this sort of like ugly discoloration on your skin from the first cut.
I'm coming.
You have some cuts, but some cuts have been healed. Ren, you're fine. Did you take a single hit, Ren? No.
And my armpit still
I'm coming.
hurts.
I come down the ladder.
It's
Come
fine.
down the
no, no,
ladder.
Nope. Nope. It's not fine.
And from there, we will take our break. If you could flip the cameras
Yay.
around.
You'll get 11 HP back.
Oh,
Thank you. Thank you all for watching this part just here. It's been lovely to have you. If you're on the Twitch, we'll see you in like 15 minutes, hopefully. Maybe a little longer, maybe a little less. If you're on YouTube, we'll see you in a couple of days. Please, if you're on YouTube, remember to subscribe. I count every subscriber. If we get one more, I'm sitting there watching that button go up. I know we're at 31 right now, and if you make it 32, I'll give you a kiss. Um,
Awesome.
But yeah, we'll see you next time. See you in a bit, everyone. Bye bye.